Russia is killing kids. Okay, now that is a really salacious headline, and it's true. We know because it just happened, and it is on purpose. These are targeted missile attacks, okay? A major attack on the capital city of Kyiv. That was not as effective because of the anti-missile systems were very effective. But in a town just south of Kyiv, they killed 25 people, civilians, including young kids. Why? Because they're hitting residential buildings, okay? Reports say 21 of the 23 Russian missiles were intercepted by Ukrainian defense systems. By the way, these are the ones that a lot of people said maybe we shouldn't give them, okay? Imagine if they hadn't had them. Just 2 missiles, 25 dead. Imagine what a night of terror that would have been. Imagine it. Let's bring in Dan Rice, the former advisor to the Ukrainian Armed Forces commander. You've been there in country. I agree with your assessment completely when it comes to Kyiv. Sometimes you feel like, is there a war going on here? Because they've kept it relatively safe. But do you have any question from your experience and information as to whether or not Russia is intentionally targeting civilian spaces and individuals?
Absolutely, Chris. Well, thanks for having me on. And yeah, the Russian military reflects Russian society. I think it's a bankrupt culture. It's morally and immorally bankrupt. They are intentionally targeting, trying to destroy and kill women, children, elderly, civilians. They're attacking large residential buildings. Fortunately, the West has done an amazing job in increasing the air defense systems, Raytheon in particular, and I know a lot of the team over there, but their NASAM system is knocking down most of the cruise missiles that are coming in. So 99% of them are being hit and taken down. But they're still getting through. And when they get through, they hit civilian targets because that's who the Russians are targeting. They're sick.
Next question for the uninitiated. Hey, war is hell, Dan. Anything goes.
You know, I mean, there are rules of land warfare, and there's a Geneva Convention, and Russia violates them all the time. They violated them in Chechnya in '99, Georgia 2008, Donbass 2014, Syria 2016. They're doing it again in 2022 and 2023. They violate the law all the time. They're never held accountable. It's time that the West has to stand up and fight for freedom and democracy, and I'm really proud to see that the West has done so. We're giving them incredible numbers of weapons, but we're not enough. We need more. Until we win, until Ukraine wins, we haven't given them enough, and we know exactly what they need. We know exactly what they need, and the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, who I've met with, General Milley, he knows what they need. Let's just give them, Congress needs to step up and say, what do you need, General Milley, to win this war? And Ukraine will win.
We went to Bakhmut most recently because Ukrainian officials were saying this place is instructive of what this is about. It is not a tactical city. It's not a strategic position. They're just doing it to kill people and scare as many people as they can. And that really should be motive enough for the American people to get behind us giving whatever we can. Otherwise, you know what it means. It means that you're going to have your boots on the ground there at some point, and nobody wants that. Now, the flip side of it, Dan, is this. The idea that Russia is losing on purpose, that they have to be able to use all their big bad weapons that they have and just end this. Why are they not doing that? Do you agree with that analogy?
No, I don't. And first of all, let me thank you for going to Ukraine. I think it's incredibly important for journalists to go to Ukraine, and thank you for doing that because it's important to shine a light on what's going on here. Ukraine is the defending Western democracy, in my opinion, and Russia would have kept going. However, they are throwing everything they have short of nuclear weapons at Ukraine, and we are not throwing everything we have. We haven't engaged our fleet, our Air Force. We haven't engaged so many of our weapons. We started with the lowest level technology and we slowly are simmering it up. What we need to do is we need to give them 3 things. We need to give them the artillery ammunition they need, which is cluster munition. We need HIMARS rockets, which are cluster munitions, and we need ATACMS, which are longer range. If we give them those 3 things in volume, which we have 3.5 million rounds of artillery shells, they will win. We need to give that to them now to save Ukrainian lives in the upcoming counteroffensive. It's so important to give Ukraine what they need to save these young people's lives.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.